Continuing in their heritage of coming out with high-quality projectors, BenQ is back with the TK850. Pushing 3000 lumens, supporting 4K UHD, HDR10, and projecting a clear image up to 200 inches, the TK850 comes in at $1,500 and is definitely an investment, but with this high resolution and really vivid colors thanks to that HDR, the TK850 is a great way to bring a large display to your living space. So let's check it out. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I'm Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys, and today we're taking a quick look at the BenQ TK850 home cinema projector. Measuring 15 by 10.5 by 5 inches, the TK850 has a large footprint, but it also has a ton of input, outputs, and controls. On top, we find some easy controls for the menu and navigation, along with a door that slides open to reveal the lens controls. The left side of the projector has vents for airflow and an anti-theft lock slot, and on the right side we have a lot more ventilation for airflow. On the underside of the projector are 3 feet for getting a level surface, as well as mounting points. Along the back of the projector are all of the ins and outs. From left to right there's a 12-volt trigger, RS-232, a mini USB service port, USB 3.0 media reader, 2 HDMI HDCP 2.2 ports, a 2.5 amp USB-A, optical, and a 3.5mm audio out. And so with this wide range of ins and outs, it should be very easy to get the TK850 integrated into your system. And while it has a pretty basic design, there is a lot of functionality built into the remote control as well. Besides the necessary menu controls, the backlit remote also has plenty of dedicated buttons for quickly changing the performance of the TK850. It's easy to make adjustments to HDR, sound modes, color temp, eco mode, and dynamic iris, along with a host of other at-your-fingertip adjustments. And of course, the 2 required AAA batteries are included. When powering on the TK850 for the first time, there are a couple of setup questions to get everything oriented correctly, and then you're pretty much ready to roll. The projector can be set to auto source detection, so as soon as you plug something in, it'll pick that up. One of those steps in setting it up is to determine how you will be mounting the projector and projecting it on a screen. So it can display from the front, from the back, it can be mounted like down low on a table like this, or it can be mounted on the ceiling. And so there's a lot of different variety in how you can use the TK850. And sliding back that door on top of the lens reveals some manual image controls. And here are adjustments for focus, zoom, and a handy lens shift. With the lens shift, you can kind of shimmy the image up and down the surface a couple of degrees, and so this makes it a lot easier to, dial in the perfect image for your surface. Adjusting the zoom and moving the projector can take the diagonal screen size from 40 inches to 200 inches with a clear image. I did most of my watching around 80 inches, and the TK850 looked great. The TK850 also has a manual or auto keystone adjustment to get the right angle. Moving on to that image quality, the BenQ TK850 supports 4K UHD and looked extremely sharp. There are also some digital enhancements you can do to sharpen up that image even more if you push the menu button for the Cinema Master. There are a few different controls you can dial in there. And additionally, the TK850 also supports HDR10 and HLG. Of course, these modes are going to look the best, in the darkest room possible to get the most contrast and the most vivid colors. But on a cloudy day with the blinds up, so kind of a medium light room, I guess, here in my studio, I was really impressed with the color and brightness coming out of the TK850. Thanks to that 3000 lumen brightness and dynamic iris control, as BenQ calls it, the TK850 displays impressive contrast and clear details. With the new Series X that I had, plugged into here, you can take advantage of that 4K resolution on both YouTube videos and playing games, and so everything looked really sharp and very colorful. Granted, it's not going to compete with an actual 80-inch TV in terms of brightness and, color and contrast and all that, but for a projector that can go up to 200 inches, I've just been really impressed. The TK850 is also marketed as a great projector for watching sports because it does have that bright, contrasty image, but it also has a smooth motion mode where it will smooth out motion between different frames to make it look even smoother. And for audio, while they do have the great audio outputs, and I would definitely recommend using a separate stereo system so you can get, the full range of frequencies, the BenQ TK850 does have dual 5-watt speakers here in the back, which can pump out a lot of sound. but naturally it can't hit super low frequencies, so this might be great for watching, a football match or something. But if you want to have a home movie night and you really want that full immersive sound, then you're probably going to want a separate stereo system. Another thing that pumps out a decent amount of noise is the fan noise. So when it's all spooled up, it is pretty loud, pretty audible. But they do have a silence mode that I think adjusts the color a little bit and cuts back that fan noise quite drastically. And here we'll do a quick sound test of that. All right, so here we're going to test the silence mode. It's on the normal mode now. You can kind of hear my voice to get an idea for how loud that is. And now I'm going to turn on the silence mode. So you can definitely hear the fans cut some of the noise there, but it still does make some noise. So it is still audible with that silence mode, but it is definitely quieter than the full power, full fan speed sound coming out of the TK850. And of course I tried gaming on this, and while the picture looks good, there is some noticeable input lag for me when playing FPS games like Destiny 2. It's not unplayable, and it's probably totally fine for casual gaming, but if you are, a competitive player or playing FPS games, I found it to be not the greatest experience. And if you are interested in doing that, then you'll want to check out our review of BenQ's gaming projector. And I'll put the card up here, and we'll also put that down in the description so you can check that out. So overall, wrapping up here, at $1,500, the BenQ TK850 is an investment, but it's also a great addition to a home theater setup. It's clear and bright with some of the most vivid colors that I've seen from a projector, and the controls on it are very intuitive. Everything's very easy to find. And the variety of adjustments make it easy to dial in the image. And BenQ really has been a great brand for projectors for quite some time. They have, quite the heritage of high quality projectors. So what do you think of the BenQ TK850 projector? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.